Said already. Today we would be learning vexel prepositions. Guys, keep yourself on mute.
आराम से निकालना बाकी देखो ना भाई देखो ना
आवाज से करो. Thank you. Okay. So I'm just repeating the prepositions which we have in accusative and in dative, and then I'll give an introduction for vexel prepositions. So as you can see in the picture, in this blue highlighted area, we have accusative prepositions, some of the accusative prepositions which are fixed accusative. For example, bis, für, durch, gegen, ohne, Then we have dative prepositions. Then we have these dative prepositions in this yellow highlighted area, which are fixed dative. Beat, aus, ab, bei, außer, mit, gegenüber, seit, nach, und so weiter. And then in the center, we have these vexel prepositions. In, an, auf, neben, hinten, über, unter, von, zwischen. Now, what differentiate what is the basic difference between these vexel prepositions and these accusative dative prepositions are these vexel prepositions in between can either can act as an accusative preposition, can work in accusative case also, and can work in dative case also. So these are also known as two-way prepositions because they can either work as accusative preposition or as dative preposition, but that differs case to case basis, like in which case they would be working as an accusative case and in which case they would be working as dative case. So before we proceed, just to show you one table which we are all aware about: nominative, accusative, and dative. So we have here the masculine, feminine, neutral, plural. Accusative we have den, then we have dem, den, die, das und die, and here we have den, there, den and den. So this is something we all are aware about. Now, before we see how they can act either in accusative or dative case, let's see what all these prepositions are and understand their meaning first. Basically, most of the time these prepositions, these vexel prepositions, they are also known as local prepositions. We also local prepositions, where when you have to tell somebody or someone's location or position, then majorly we use these prepositions. Wie zum Beispiel, for example, an. An is one of the vexel prepositions that means at, on, or to something. Something at something. For example, a, a mirror is hanging on the wall or at the wall. So there we use an, as in at something adjacent to something. Then auf, at, to, on, or upon something, on top of the something. I am sitting on the chair, I am sitting on the sofa, on top of something, or I am putting a book on the table. So that is auf. Students usually initially get confused between an and auf. I'll give you a picture that will clear the like basically the doubt between an and auf, because both of them are used as at and on. Then we have hinter, that means behind something. Then we have in, into something or inside something. Neben, besides or next to something. Über, above something or over something. difference between auf and über is when you're putting something onto something, there is no difference. If I'm putting a book on the table, then I will be using auf. But if there is a fan moving around my head, that is over or above. So that is also on, but there is a difference between the two things. So when there is a difference, we use über, like above or over something, and when there is no difference, we use auf, on top of something. Then we have under, under as in under something, unter, under. Then we have for, that means in front of. Now for has many meanings. One is in front of, I am standing in front of the church, I am standing in front of the museum, I am standing in front of the door. In front of, in terms of position. Then we use it as before, like before my German class I had a yoga class, or before like before I am standing before something. So in terms of location also, or in terms of the time frame also, we use for or ago, like 200 years ago this incident happened, or 500 years ago this used to be the culture. Then ago in terms of era. Then we have zwischen, which means between two things. When there is something, that is zwischen. Any confusion with this particular table? Anyone?
Clear.
Okay. Good. Now,
मैम unter
unter means under, किसी चीज के नीचे.
अंदर और among ये कहाँ यूज होगा?
I'll give you the examples. Basically, unter is used mostly for under. Okay.
जिससे मैं घर के अंदर हूँ या किसी
No.
कोई
Unter, under something, किसी चीज के नीचे.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the main question arises where to use these prepositions in an accusative way and where to use these prepositions in a dative way. So, where there is a question of wo, where, then we use dative when there is no movement at all. For example, where are you? I am in the office. Be somewhere, basically, majorly. Somebody is asking you, where are you? Wo bist du? Wo question. This is fixed dative. So if you are using I am at the office or in the office, whatever preposition you would be using in a dative way, because question is of wo. You are there exactly. There is no movement at all. But if I am asking where you are going to, will be accusative because you're going somewhere. There is a movement. The question is of wohin, to where, or gehst du. So this is a main difference between like deciding whether to use these prepositions in an accusative way or in a dative way. I'm just repeating, where there is a question of wo bist du, where are you, when there is no movement at all. Then we use these prepositions as a dative case, but where there is a question of wohin or there is a movement, there is any movement, then we use these prepositions as a accusative preposition. So wo bist du, this is dative because the question is of wo, there is no movement at all. But wohin gehst du, where are you going to, the question is of wohin, there is a movement because you are going somewhere, that is a accusative case. Now let's see some of the examples here. Okay, so wie zum Beispiel wohin gehst du, as I said, accusative. So let's say I am going to the cafe. So ich gehe in Das Cafe. Cafe is Das Cafe. So since this is accusative, it is going to remain accusative only. So I would be saying in das Cafe oder ins Cafe. On the contrary, if I am already in the cafeteria and somebody is asking me, where are you? Wo bist du? That is going to be a dative case because there is no movement at all, and the question is of wo. Then I would be saying ich bin in dem Cafe. I am in the cafe. Here it was in das Cafe, ins Cafe because of accusative case, but here I would be saying ich bin in dem Cafe oder im Cafe because it's a dative case, and then in dative this neutral cafe is das Cafe, that will change to dem. So that is why in dem Cafe oder im Cafe, in plus das ins, in plus dem im. One more example I'm just giving. Wohin hängst du das Bild? That means where are you hanging the picture? Bild means picture or frame. So where are you hanging the picture? If I'm hanging something somewhere, there is a movement in hanging. So that is why it is going to be accusative. So the answer would be ich hänge das Bild an den Wand. Wand means wall, and that is masculine. So this masculine, this there will change to den. So an den Wand, at the wall. But if I am asking wo ist das Bild, where is the picture? Das Bild ist an dem Wand. The picture is already on the wall. There is no movement at all, and the question is of wo. So it is going to be dative case. So I am using here, instead of an den Wand, I would be using an dem Wand because Wand is their Wand, masculine. So that will change to dem in this case. Here it changed to den because this is accusative. Wohin. Here this is dative. One more example which I gave already. Wohin gehst du? Where are you going to? Since there is a movement, the question is of wohin. This is accusative. On the contrary, wo bist du? This is a dative case because the question is of wo. Now here, wohin gehst du? Ich gehe ins Kino oder in das Kino. Because I'm going, there is a movement. So Kino, das will remain das. But here, this Kino will change to dem because this is a dative case. Is it clear how to decide whether to use these prepositions in a accusative manner or dative manner? Is this particular thing clear?
Ma'am, especially in this case, is gehe in the skino. Can we write this like is gehe in skino?
Yes, yes. There are some, see this yellow highlighted area, kutsa formen, short forms. So there are some short forms also like su plus der, sur, su plus dem, sum, in plus dem, im.
Okay.
In plus das, ins, an plus das, ans. So there are short forms. Either you can write it like this or you can write it like this. In
we have to go with the last word of article like der, die, das.
right. Okay. So the preposition plus the last word will give you the kutsu form, and that means short forms. So either you can write ins or indas, or you can write in them, or you can write im. One and the same thing.
Okay.
Now, before we proceed further, what I want you to do, just note down this table followed by these examples. Then we will see More examples. Where to use which preposition. Rachel, Angie, any question? Saurav, Arvaz?
9.
Okay.
9.
Okay, let's note it down first
9.
and we'll see more examples.
Please scroll down the screen a little bit.
Okay. Guys, written?
Gemma.
Guys, please keep yourself on mute. Gemacht.
Gemacht.
Angie, Rajvi, Saurabh, Arvaz, Jitin.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just give me a minute. I'm sharing just one picture so that the doubts where to use which preposition is clear. Just a minute. Okay. So now see this picture. This first image, an, at. So the cat is at the box, side में, in the side exactly. So it's not on top of it, but at it. For example, I am standing at the window, or I am going at the window. So this is an. Zum Beispiel,
Like at the door.
yes. Wie zum Beispiel, if I'm writing, wohin gehst du? Where are you going to? Or wo bist du? If I am at the wall, or like at the window, or I am going at the window, what would I be saying? Wohin gehst du? For this, I would be saying ich gehe ans Fenster. An das Fenster, because this is accusative. Fenster is das Fenster, and there is a movement in going. When I'm going, there is a movement. So this is a accusative case, wohin case. So ich gehe an das Fenster, at the window. Now I'm giving these examples so that you know where to use which preposition and in which case. Similarly here, in this case, let's say I am already at the window and somebody is asking me, wo bist du? Where are you? Since I'm there already, so I would be saying, ich bin an dem Fenster. I am at the window. Or for example, wo ist das Bild? Like this example I gave already. So if you're hanging something at the wall, a mirror or a photo at the wall, so you won't be using auf, because auf is like this, at top of something, but this is not at top of, this is inside, at, adjacent to. So that is a basic difference between an and auf. Both means on or at, but the position is different. So for example, in this case, wo ist das Bild? Here also it would be das Bild ist an dem Wand, because that is at the wall. It's not on top of it, but at it. So that is how we use an. Then auf, on top of something. This is on top of something. It's not an, this is auf. It's not in the side, but at top of it. Wie zum Beispiel, there are some examples actually. Okay. Wohin sitzt die Katze? Wohin sits the Katsa. Can somebody tell me if this is an accusative case or dative case?
Accusative.
Yeah, this is accusative case.
Accusative.
वो is the Katsa. Is this accusative or dative?
Dative.
Yes, because this is a wo case. Now let's say the cat is sitting on the table. So the wohin sits the Katsa. So here I would be saying the Katsa sits on. Can somebody tell me the answer here? If somebody knows the article of Tish, what should be the answer here in this blank?
Then.
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 Dane. Zay Shona. It will be Dane because this is accusative. And here, what would I would be saying? Wo is the Katsa. The Katsa
The Katsa.
is,
This.
it's
On.
already there. An,
Then.
Dane, Te.
Then.
Them.
Zay Shona.
Then.
Sorry, this would be Auf, not on. My bad. Because it's sitting on the table on top of it. Now, is it clear the difference between an and auf? Where to use an and where to use auf? Okay, good. Now, rest of them are easy. Nothing much to get confused about. It's just the an and auf thing, which is little confusing and need more clarification. Hinter, as you can see, behind it. Let's say I am parking the car behind the house, or the car is being parked behind the house. Then inside something. I am going in the church, or I am in the church when you are inside something. Then neben, here, next to. The cat is next to the box, neben. Then here, über, like it's hanging over the box. There is a space between the box and the cat. So über. So this is the basic difference between über and auf. In auf, there is no space in between the two things, but in über, there is a space. Then unter, under the box, under something. Let's say the cat is sitting under the table, the dog is sitting under the shelter, under something, like complete opposite of über. Then for, in front of, and then zwischen, in between two things. Any confusion in this one?
Nine.
Okay.
9.
9.
Paste this picture also into the sheet. We'll do some practice work here. Okay, each one of you will read the sentence and give me the answer. The normal practice which we always do. I've already written wo, where. So finding accusative and dative should not be tough. It's just you need to figure out the right answer. The articles are also given. So it's a pretty easy task for everyone to do. Just give me a minute and then we'll start. Okay, so we will do it like Arvaz, Rachel, Saurabh, Angie, and Rajveer. Arvaz, Rachel, Saurabh, Angie, and Rajveer. So Arvaz, read the first sentence and give me the answer if you can. This one here. Arvaz, can you read this sentence, please?
Dentist.
Hmm.
Dentist.
Unter den Tisch. So usually you have to read the whole sentence and then give the answer. So the sentence is Das Kind
Das Kind
geht
geht und
unter
Dentist.
den Tisch. Right? The child is going under the table since there is a movement. So wohin case. So unter den Tisch. Next. Rachel, your turn.
Das
Das
Kind
Kind
ist
ist
unter
Hmm.
den
dem Tisch.
अरबाज
dem.
Rachel की बारी है.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Das
Yes.
Kind ist unter dem Tisch.
The child is already under the table. So unter dem Tisch. Next, Saurabh, your turn.
Martin geht an den Fenster.
An. Read it again. Accusative
Ma-
case है, dative case है.
It's a accusative case.
So Fenster is das Fenster ना neutral n लिखा हुआ है यहाँ पे देखो.
Yeah, sorry, das Fenster. Martin geht an das Fenster.
Das Fenster or ans Fenster. One and the same thing. Next, Andrew, your turn.
Okay. Martin steht an dem Fenster.
An dem Fenster. Arpad, please keep yourself on mute. Guys, just a minute. Arpad, please keep yourself on mute. Mute पे कर लो आप. Okay. So Martin steht an Fenster because he is already there. So it will be Martin. Next, Rajvi, read it in.
There's their stool is hinter dash Schreibtisch. So go this is the dative. So that is dem Schreibtisch.
Hinter dem Schreibtisch.
Dem Schreibtisch.
Stool is behind the writing table.
Writing table.
Next one here. Arvaz, your turn. ये वाला सेंटेंस पढ़ो और इसका आंसर बताओ. Arvaz, can you read that sentence? आप म्यूट पे हो, अनम्यूट कर लो.
Ich lege ihr Stuhl hinter den Schreibtisch.
Den Schreibtisch. Sehr schön. Very good. Unmute कर लो Arvaz. Okay. So ich lege der Stuhl hinter den Schreibtisch. Since I'm putting it there, so there is a movement. It's wohin case. So hinter den Schreibtisch. Next, Rachel, your turn.
Das Auto fährt hinter das Haus.
Because it's driving already. So there is a movement. So it's going to be accusative. Sehr schön.
Positive.
Next, Saurabh, your turn.
Das Auto steht vor das Haus.
Read it
No,
again.
no, it's them house.
See the verb also, na? The verb will give you a clear picture if that is going to be a accusative case or dative case. Fat,
So it's a dative case.
Right, because state, it stands there, it's parked there. So there is no movement. But here, since it's driving, there is a movement. So if there is any sentence where you're not able to figure out if this is going to be a wo case or wohin case, just have a look at the verb. It will give you a clear picture if there is any movement at all. So that's auto state for them house. It's in front of the house. So dative case. Next, Anju, your turn.
Okay. Dein Buch liegt neben der Zeitung.
Sehr schön. Neben der Zeitung, because it's there already. So die Zeitung, that will change to there in dative. Then wohin liegst du mein Buch? The answer would be, Rajveer, what would be the answer here?
Schule. D. D-I-E.
Neben.
D. D-I-E. D. Die Schule.
Die Stühle.
Schule.
Then next one, Rajveer, you only read it.
Okay. Er steht zwischen der Stühlen. So.
Question.
We then.
Den, sehr schön, because
Den.
it's plural. And
Plural.
it will change to here. Plural, dative case. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm giving some more examples here. So, like this one, wo bist du? Ich bin in dem Park. I am in the park. Aber wohin gehst du? Ich gehe in den Park. Let me write here. Ich gehe in den Park. Similarly, in den, in das Kino, and for cafe, I would be saying in das Café, and for post, in die Post. So, wo bist du oder wo sind Sie? Ich bin in dem Park oder in dem Café, im Café, im Kino oder in der Post. Aber wohin gehst du? Ich gehe in den Park, in das Kino oder in die Post. Here you can also use zu. In the post. Now, just quickly take 5 minutes and do this exercise, and then we'll discuss the answers. Correct. Just read the sentences, write the answers in your copy, and then we'll discuss the table. Let me know once done.
Neha, I need to drop off.
No problem, Saurabh.
Okay, thank you.
Rise, geschrieben.
Geschrieben.
Einschreiben. Schreiben.
Oh. Rajveer, Anji, geschrieben.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to read one sentence. I'll name any random person and then you have to give the answer. So first, Angie will give the answer. Angie, please read the sentence and tell us the answer.
Number 1.
Right.
Okay. The skin get under den Tisch.
Unter den Tisch. Yes, because he's going, so it's Akkusative. Nummer 2. Rachel, please tell us the answer.
Das Kind ist unter dem Tisch.
Unter den Tisch. Nummer 3. Arvaz, please tell us the answer.
Martin get on dem Fenster.
Den Fenster, not den, because he's going now. So this is accusative. An das Fenster. An das Fenster. Fenster is das Fenster. So it will remain das in accusative also. Number 4, Rajveer. आवाज म्यूट कर लो प्लीज. Rajveer, Nummer 4.
Martin State and Dem Fenster.
Dame Fenster. And then number 5 also.
5.
Yes.
There's Schule ist hinter den Schreibtisch.
Ist hinter dem.
Den.
Dem.
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 Okay.
Because is that is already there. Wo ist das? Wo ist der Schreibtisch?
Okay.
Ist na, that means it's there already. So hinter dem Schreibtisch. Number 6.
Could you please repeat this one, please?
Okay. See the sentence. I told you, if you're not able to figure out if it's accusative case or dative case, just go with the verb. What is the verb here? Is. It is
Is.
there. Something is already there. So there is no movement. So it's going to be dative case, right?
Okay.
If it's dative case, so that will change to them. Number 6. Rachel.
Das Auto fährt hinter das Haus.
Nummer 7. Number also Rachel.
Das Auto steht vor dem Haus.
Shown. Nummer 8. Angie.
Okay. Dein Buch liegt neben der Zeitung.
Then number 9 also.
Okay. Lauf zwischen die Stühle.
Number 10. Arvaz, can you tell us the answer for number 10? अरबाज आप म्यूट पे हो.
Hier steht zwischen die Stühle.
No, it will be zwischen den. Er steht. He is standing there already. So there is no movement. So it's going to be dative. Den stehen. Okay, now in this particular sheet, there are lot many examples. So I'll put this sheet in share drive. Arvaz, I'll give you the access. मैं access दे दूँगी आपको. And along with this, after some time, I'll paste one practice sheet also. So try to do it before tomorrow's class.
Okay.
That will have a lot of practice sentences for vexel prepositions. Okay, so guys, try to do it before tomorrow's class.
Please upload the video as well.
ठीक है राजवीर. Okay.
Need to see again.
No problem. It is